Okay, hopefully everything works. As you see, I sort of changed the layout for this run. And so basically this is a randomizer in which I'll be playing two versions of Undertale. Both of them are going to be connected. I'll be doing a genocide on the left one and a pacifist on the right one. Hopefully, if I set this up right, it should work once I press Z. And then on the other file. Okay, yes. Seems to be working now. So, time to start. For now, I'll start with pacifists. And I'll switch to Geno when I feel like I need more checks from levels. So what's randomized is basically every item in the game, except for certain items that I'm just not able to pick up normally, or something like that. I only did one test run of this, so I don't really know what's up there. But I know something that is randomized is each love is randomized. So on the Geno route, if I reach love 2, I'll still be at love 1 unless I get lucky. And instead I'll get a random item. This randomizer also brings the wrist protector from Deltarune here, so we don't have to wait for... Oops. We don't have to wait for those to finish. I don't have to mash for the text buttons. And yeah, I'm playing both of these save files, but not at the same time. Also, to switch between the two, I have to manually click on them, so if you see the mouse... No, you don't. So, let's see what items I can find. So yeah, I just did this because, well, my other challenge live streams just had to go out because they just didn't work. Also, I have no idea how the audio is working for you guys, so I hope it works out. One thing I noticed is that even after I click out of Undertale, I'm still able to hold in a direction. And it still works, still lets me move, so that's nice. So, time for our first item. That item is unique to the randomizer. It just basically means I can fight Metatone. And wow, already started with 2 levels. Well, since I have 2 of these, I have to start with Geno. You'll notice that I'm going to be doing some things twice a lot, especially here. I get love in one world, I get it for both. And if I get equipment from one, I get equipment from both as well. I also don't know which audio you guys are getting from. Supposedly you're supposed to be getting audio from one of them. Oh, why did it? Okay, is this better? Is the music better, or is it still just as bad? I hope with the music. Okay. Hopefully like this now, it's not as bad. Also, do you hear... and hello, Roma. Always a pleasure to see you here. And yeah, so this is the randomizer. And this randomizer is a lot stranger than I thought it was going to be. I did do a test run of it. And basically the worlds are shared between the two. So on the left, that's my general route. And on the right, that's the pacifist route. However, one of the things that is randomized is the love. So, even though I have love 4, I only have fought... This is my 3rd encounter so far. And not only that, on the pacifist save file, once I encounter the next battle, you'll see that I have, despite it being pacifist, I have 4 love. So it's a bit of a strange way of playing it, but I think it's funny. So I'm just gonna switch between the two randomly, or like when I feel like it. And I just have to remember to not accidentally fight in the pacifist file. And then for these randomizers, basically, every item is in the wrong position, in a sense. Like, I already got a... Despite being in the ruins, I already have a face stake. Which, as you know, you don't get into Hotland. No, the battles are still the same. Essentially, what is randomized is every item, equipment, and love are in location checks. So, you see, I have a neck and 5 more XP, I'll gain a love, right? So, once I encounter enough XP, you'll see that despite it being supposed to be a love up, sorry, one more battle. So you see, on the other file, because I reached the next love, instead of leveling up, I got the faded ribbon. And up here in this room, instead of finding candy, I found 2 level ups and the face steak. So yeah, it's possible to get the real knife, well, as the toy knife. However, in this one I can't, mostly because I turned on progressive weapons, which basically means I get the weapons in a certain order. So, first I get the... what's it called? First I get the toy knife, then I'll get the tough gloves, and etc. And it'll always be in that order. And, I mentioned this earlier, but stats are shared. Well, not shared. Love and items are shared between both pools. So, you see that I have love 4, but even though this is pacifist, I haven't fought anything yet. Also, one thing that's nice about this randomizer is that it brought the wrist protector from Deltarune, so I don't have to spam the text boxes. You can get punch card. You can actually get 3 punch cards. And one of the checks is using the 3 punch cards to get another ice cream. So you can do a lot of stuff in this. I found out one of the settings was to make it so that every what's it called? Every single stat would have been a check. So you could have found attack power in at the Spider Bake Sale. You could find defense that like Papyrus can give it to you from the date or whatever. Though, you can use punch cards outside of the intended method, but you are risking a check because you only get 3 punch cards total. So you can use glitches, I'm pretty sure. I actually haven't tested it yet. But, one interesting thing is, you can get the punch card in Genocide, which you can't do normally. And that's important because technically I can skip Sans if I wanted to with the punch card. I won't, but in theory I should be able to. And this is just like an interesting way of playing the game in my opinion. So if you're curious what I'm using, it's called Archipelago. You can search it online and it supports a lot of games. And it doesn't have to be just the same game, so if I really wanted to, I could do Undertale and Earthbound randomizer together. Or Super Metroid and A Link to the Past, though there's already a randomizer that does that. And so yeah, basically, items are shared between the 2 save files. And so, a lot of things are just... you can get funny interactions, like, if you see the thumbnail, you'll see some of the more interesting... sorry. You can see in the thumbnail some of the interesting things I found, like finding Undyne's letter before fighting Undyne. Or getting items in the wrong position, basically. So you're gonna see here... I'm gonna get the faded ribbon, but it's not gonna be the faded ribbon. It's now the snowman piece. So that's just how you can see. And you saw how I got it in both worlds, not just the one that I found it in. Yeah. That's my VTuber. Not VTuber. PNG tuber. Don't fight in this file, don't fight in this file. I think this is the latest version that this is like modified of, because I don't think I had to downgrade my version. But you do have to follow some steps on what you're supposed to do. However, this does not affect my actual Undertale save file, so I can still continue doing challenge videos on that without worrying about save files. Also, for this room, I found out that literally the answer is just top left every time, which I just thought was funny. I have been thinking of doing like other Undertale Deltarune mod stuff now. So I might do stuff like that. Maybe at least one stream of that. Let's see what the toy knife is. It's astronaut food. A decent healing item, I'd say. Okay, back to Geno. Yeah, no, it's a decent, I think it is the most recent version. If you go to Archipelago, you can actually see, like, what it is. Oh, there is one thing that I found is that if I click out of the tab of one Undertale, but I held the direction, if I press that direction again, it still moves the site being tabbed out. I mean, I am thinking of doing other stuff than Undertale and Deltarune, but for now, it's just been my most interesting file. Like, after this, I finish this run, it may or may not be this stream. I'm thinking of doing another randomizer with a friend, and I'll play a different game. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing a randomizer with other games as well. I just chose Undertale because that's what I've been doing videos of so far, and that's what the people most likely are most interested in. So yeah, just doing stuff the wrong way is just fun for me. I should have checked how many. Okay, that's how many. The one thing I did here was I didn't get these two checks with the pacifist because I didn't get any gold, but in Geno you do get gold, so I'm able to get these two, which would be normally the donut and the cider, but now it's a hot dog and some lava. Now it's time to get a lot of, but nobody came. Also, are you hearing both games or are you only hearing one game right now? I hope it's just one so you don't get like, you know, too much sound effects on your side. Currently I can only hear both. There was no way I found, but I'm pretty sure I'm able to on OBS that it is muted for one of them. I just don't know which one. Okay. That's good. And also, because I checked the toy knife in Pacifist, I didn't have to check it in Geno, so let's just... So, we're almost done with Ruin on both, and I still haven't gotten access to any other area in the game. Because every area entrance is also a check. So... there's a check, and I think this means that I can now fight Papyrus. It's specific for the randomizer. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I wanted to do the randomizer this way instead of being just only pacifist or only genocide, because I think it's just funny the idea of True Frisk going through the underground, both of them doing their own thing. Man, it's so annoying trying to chat between the two. I think I'll just focus on one at a time. But yeah, it's just funny the idea of both being able to and not being able to do Pacifist and Geno at the same time. And then basically also trying to slightly speedrun the move, but also not at the same time. So I just gotta keep sparing. Gonna do Pacifist because it's the slower option. Yep. Like, here we have on the right, we have one version of me just sparing Torio over and over again, just telling her I won't fight. Yet on the other file, I'm just like, gonna take one slash. And you guys don't know what turns that's gonna be in. It could be the next turn. It could be the same turn I end the fight. Okay, now he's just gonna attack this. Oop. You can't say the. Trying my best to get through both of these dialogues, but I can only press Z on one Undertale at a time. Okay, that was actually better timing than I thought it was gonna be. Oh man, we just hugged Torio. Is it that nice, guys? Okay, we can enter Waterfall now. So I was gonna be forced to do Geno either way because I was locked behind the love. Wait, I gotta get to both Flowey's. Stream has been annoying every time. Stream is always so annoying with this, but there's just no way to me to actually stop that, I guess. Yep, I sure do feel great for what I've done. So guys, look at the right. I didn't kill anybody this time. There's no proof of that, right? One day I'll get Streamlabs to be working. You're free, round. Okay, this is. So something you might have not seen is also how I'm gonna be locked out of areas is that they made a new room specifically for the randomizer. So once I exit the ruins, you'll see instead of entering Snowdin immediately, I'm now here. Each one of these areas is one of the different areas of the game. This is ruins, this is Snowdin, this is Waterfall, this is Hotland, and this is Core with New Home. If I check my stats, you can see what keys I have. Currently, I only have the Waterfall key, so I can only enter Ruins and Waterfall. And this is true for both. So now here's a weird side effect of how this. Technically, I haven't done genocide in Snowdin, so cutscenes related to that are not ready for it, I guess. Oh, good thing I checked here. So I'm gonna get the same cutscene in both, basically. Don't worry, genocide is still happening on the left, it just, enjoy having two papyruses while you can, I guess. Or would it be papyri? And two undines as well. So yeah, for now Papyrus is still alive, since I technically haven't gotten into him yet. Also, here's a new... Like, the game does know that I'm still in genocide, that's why on the left I don't have to do this puzzle, but on the right... So, now both of them are gonna be extended for different reasons. Also, because of the randomizer, I still only have the stick equipped since I haven't found the toy knife, the the tough glove, or any other weapon yet. So get ready for genocide battles to take a lot longer than normal, as if they weren't. And I'm at low health. Extra food. Oh, also one thing it was just something else I made for myself. Because I have the bandage equipped, running away is guaranteed. But I'm not going to take advantage of that. I'm going to try to get not all yellow names, just the ones that I remember for the True Pacifist. I could end up being... I could be forced to do Undyne at... Oops, I don't need this anymore. It could end up that I have to fight Undyne at 5 with the stick. Which... I haven't practiced at all, of course. Why would I be able to practice that? Hopefully I end up getting enough love for it to be at least normal stats. Or at least close to it, at least. Once we get to Undyne, I'll put a bet up for you guys. Hopefully there's more of you to actually make that bet change things. But for now, it's just... Yeah, I have to remember that I have equipments to equip. I saw, yeah, the Manly Vendetta. Also, I forgot to mention, I have access to dimensional boxes. So, I'm gonna take these. So my inventory won't be too full. I know, that's why, according to my stream, there is 3 people, but only one of you is actually chatting. Which is fine, lurkers are always great at streams. But yeah, hoping that at least, I don't know. So, because Streamlabs is up, you might have noticed that I have, oh, just stuck on the wall. Under the genocide, under the genocide, I guess game, you can see that I have chat commands. You gain points by chatting. And you're actually able to use, there's a few alerts you can make that are at the bottom of the middle of the screen. And that's what the bets are for, but you also get points by just chatting. So if you want to use one, just follow how it shows there. Just did that room, time to do it a second time. We do have 2 chances of Gaster appearing here. So if we don't get it on the left, we might get it on the right. How many? 16. I always forget the exact numbers. Yeah, it's weird because of how this is set up. Trust me, you rather sometimes hear no music than hear both songs at the same time in certain areas. Then we just. Oh, how many gold? Let's see how many I can get. So, I can only buy 2. The first one shard became a snowman piece. Oh wait, do I have to actually... Oh, it was a key piece. So what key pieces are is that to actually finish the game, I have to open the, the gate that you normally do by doing the, what's it called? Where they tell you basically the story of Kara and Azrael. So I need to get like 4 pieces, but they're both split in half to actually get them. So that's what key pieces are. So I have to do a lot of basically grinding or searching. But you know this room will always have 2 mold smalls? Well, no. Your third encounter will always be 2 mold smalls. It's just that your third encounter would usually be this room. nice that I just have to attack without even moving. That doesn't matter. Yeah, basically every area has certain forced battles. And for like in Snowdin, your first encounter will always be Snowdrake, your second one will always be Ice Cap, your third will always be Lesser Dog. Funny thing is, I could have technically gotten that dialogue if I got the right checks. Because the game only checks if you have any of the first 3 armors. No. Any of the first 4 armors. Since obviously you're not supposed to have the cowboy hat, the stained apron, or the locket yet. So if I was wearing any of those, I would have gotten that cut. He would have said I had a Beepus on, but since I didn't get that lucky with what I found, we didn't get to see any of that. So there's gonna be a lot of just one screen just waits on one and then the other is just moving. And it's just funny seeing like one enemy in one area is just doing their own thing and the other one is just finding their way through everywhere. Funny how I end up basically going through the same areas over and over. And like at the same time because of this. So yeah, you're gonna have basically nothing happen for a little while just because that's just how this part of Undertale is. And I switch to you. So I think I just switched it to so you can hear the other. Oh, wrong one. So guys, I hope you like seeing these rooms twice. Yeah, it's such a shame that I got to Waterfall second. Also, are you ready that after doing this part we're gonna see the Azrael cutscene twice in a row? And I can't go dialogue while playing the other game, so... And that's one of the few dialogues you can't skip, so here's where the view counts will really stink, if it didn't already. Okay, almost done with the first part here. So I just gotta go through here, face Undyne, then gotta go through here, face Undyne. So do I, and I might lose here. Let's pay extra attention. I literally just did this maze. How did I already go through a wrong path? You know what's the annoying part? In my left ear, I'm hearing I'm listening to memory. On my right ear, I'm listening to what's called run. So my ears are hearing two different things right now. Okay, just gotta focus here a little bit more, and then I can relax. Despite the challenges that I do, I'm not that good at this game. So annoying, I can't speed up this. You know, the two songs that definitely go together, Memory and Run. Time to skip Mad Dummy on one, well, to fight Glad Dummy in one bite, and then actually do the Mad Dummy fight. Which sprite is mirrored? Let's get the cooler items. Oh, good thing I remembered to get in here. Oh, garbage. No time to fight Mad Dummy. So now it's just this fight with a lot more HP and defense you would normally have. Oh, that's fine. It's just sometimes it's also difficult to just read chat while playing, so that's why I was confused when I read Garage. But like, yeah, it's fine if you're not fully paying attention to how you're typing things. Plus, we all know how autocorrect can be annoying at times. Alright, now with the first phase of the mad dummy with way too much stats. Yeah, everyone knows the garage sprite from Undertale. So if anything, it really just shows how more focused I'm on the game than on chat times, but since I couldn't, like, it's not like garbage and garage are two but spelled extremely different. Like, I should have easily been able to guess you meant garbage. Okay, time to actually move on. Oh, oops, not done with you yet. Okay, I think now I can switch. Yeah. I'm gonna buy this. And okay, so I didn't even have the old Suzu on this. No, the bird is in sync with my talking. If you notice when I'm quiet, the feather is only moving 2 frames. When I'm not talking, I mean. But when I am talking, it goes crazy. Because that's my PNG tuber model. The reason why I have it hopping like that is simply because I don't see why you would find Gerson more interesting suddenly. It's not like there's any important character interactions with him in some other game. Or an insane lore drop in the stream involving him, right? Such a strange feeling, right? Man, I might actually have to fight Unlight Yundain like this. Really hoping for Temi Village to come in with some good items. No, this might actually be useful. Oh yeah, to double my attack power. Oh, hardest attack, guys. I mean, don't you normally play, no, not Lantern. I think it's called Shop in this game. Don't you normally just play shop music while slaying? our first equipment and our first weapon. The Undyne might be possible now. Man, that attack's actually hard together. Man, I never realized the 29th has a faster movement, I guess would be the term I'd use. Like, the bar moves faster with the 29th, it seems. Let's do. Come on, Temmies. Give me some good inventory. This is what's I might actually just do grind. Like, for money. No, might as well just see. So I'm just gonna take out some old equipment. First, gonna sell ribbon. No, then yes. I pressed X too fast. Pick. Okay, so it's only 500 more. But I'm definitely gonna get better stuff here. Well. Oh, also one thing that I noticed is that you get cowboy hat before. You get the. Why am I blinking? I just were the cowboy hat before the apron. And I guess they just, because the apron is better, so they chose it that way. Here's what else? Oh yeah, tough glove. Okay, we're getting closer. Okay, so let's see, what else can I sell? Bandage. I think that's. No, actually, I don't need the tooth anymore. I'm definitely gonna use a legendary hero during the Undyne fight. Well, might as well grind in this room. This is closer to Tammy Village. Hey, I already forgot I have to actually. Okay, 50 gold. How many more do I need to actually remove spawns? Okay, so I might be screwed. I might have to sell the rest of my inventory to get close. The two different waters, clean and sweaty. Is it not appearing? On the stream in the middle, did you see Gerson appear at all? If not, then the alert doesn't work. Well, that's not enough gold. I have to remember if there's any equipment here. I'll have to check that. Well, then I guess I have to fix that. Let me just check something real quick. Vents. Streamlands. Redemption. Okay, so in Streamlands it says that it works. But I don't know why the rename didn't work. Hopefully by next time I'll be able to fix it, because it worked for in the other streams. At least it worked when I did it. Let's try. File. I mean, that was the best place to use that redeem if it worked. Oh, that's the name of the test one? Oh, really? And I got lost. Never mind. I'm a gamer. Well, I'm gonna be first doing Undyne on this run. And hopefully that means that I don't have to worry about... Hopefully this gives me 200 gold somehow. Well, actually, it's only 200. Let's see, don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay. Okay. Took all my money, but I'm now can enter Snowdin. If I remember correctly from what I read in the actual like file, like in the on the website for Undertale specifically on the genocide route, if I enter Waterfall and Geno, I have to finish it, or else I'm blocked from finishing it. So hopefully I don't have to deal with that. Hello, Tunk. No, so for this, every shop item you can only buy them once. This is just in case like I get the butterscotch pie in Gerson's shop, I can't buy 9 of them and just make the Sans fight irrelevant. So I'm basically forced to... I can only buy every item once. It's just a thing. It's also for like if like key items are in the shops, I can't buy 30 key items for no reason and waste money. Though I just remembered one thing I can get infinite of is that before the Undyne fight, they added a box that has CTs, an infinite amount of them, so I can maybe grind those. Ooh. Well, I hope that you can you can win the fight tank. Note that this stream, maybe not this one specific. Well, this one does have stream. This stream will have spoilers for genocide, but it probably won't have for True Pacifist, or at least not yet. So if you want to leave before getting any spoilers, I suggest do so now. But if you don't care about spoilers, you can keep watching, of course. Let's see. Love aids with decent, but better armor, but a weaker weapon. So let's continue to, and then on both files. I won't be doing both at the same time like I did with Tutorial though. I'm not that crazy. Tutorial was funny because, you know, you didn't know when I was gonna strike. Yeah, I can do under now. I hope you're hearing the right screen and not the left screen. Too strong one. You know, I should have probably done the purposely taking damage to speed up the battle, but oh well. Never mind, I'm bad at this game. Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said like it was perfectly timed. But I guess that's why they call it heartache, huh? So on my practice run, I actually forgot you have to give Undyne the water. So I actually locked myself out of True Pacifist and had to reset. So hopefully I remember this time to actually give her water. Yo, these attacks seem familiar to me somehow. Don't know why. I feel like I made a challenge video relating to this. These green attacks. Oops. I was too busy in my joke, I didn't realize I was red now. Okay, I'm so used to the Hammer of Justice fight that I'm trying to press the button at the end of it just to get the bonus TP from it. So it's just funny, it's just what you get used to doing, I guess. Yeah, like, I remember having a move called Root Buster and like another one called OK Heal, but like I'm checking my axe right now and they're just not there. Must be some sort of glitch, don't you think? Surprise, I haven't even met you yet. Actually, yeah, you get those by chatting, and that's just what I call the points for the channel. Their only purpose is for betting and for the commands you see, but as you already saw, they're not working at the moment. So you would have had 41 if you didn't, but yeah. You don't know what's happening to the right. You know, I don't know what that code is from. I just heard it a bunch with Dotarune. But I'm pretty sure it's from something else. Here that I just have horrible memory. So yeah, what's been added is that this sign, if I check it, I can get CTs. I'm just gonna organize my inventory a bit. Hopefully these is enough. I see. I mean, stupid gifts are the there's like fresh air to us Undertale Doctrine fans, and my screen just went dark because I haven't been charging my laptop this whole time. That I had it connected. There we go. Oh, time to do this with the punch, with the tough glove, and love 8. Yeah, since there's enough people for the bet, I'll just keep it as is. It was gonna be if I was gonna beat in my first 5 attempts with whatever equipment I had on. So I'm gonna be a little more quiet because I'm gonna be more focused in this fight. That was way too early. Oh no, that was way too... Oh no. Wait, I have the tough glove, don't I? Is it worth it? Well, not anymore. I think it would be worth it to use it, actually. I have one on me? if I lose, I'm getting the punch card. But not for the reason it's normally used, nor the glitch reason it's used. Halfway there. The CT doesn't increase my reaction time. Okay, I just messed that up for some reason. Yeah, I know about that trick, but for some reason when I've tried it, I always messed it up somehow. So I just don't really bother with it anymore. I'll take it. 2 more. No, it's not like this attack's actually that hard. I was just dumb for some reason. Yes! First try. I'll be honest, I didn't expect myself to do it first try. You know what's normally the love you would have when you fight Undyne the Undyne? I think it's like 10, right? Or am I mixing up with Undertale Yellow when you fight Saroba? Well, that was awkward. Oh, we got a choice. Oh, we have a bunch of choices. Let me see. So if I finish Hotland, I'll get access to 3 shops, which is good. Wait, can I access every area now? Everywhere except New Home. I mean, if you just say the name Papyrus, you're not even supposed to be alive at this point. If you just say that, like, put down the name, I might be able to find it, or is it just so vague that it's like even type in it won't give me good enough answers? Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 birds with 1 stone. Don't take that out of context. you'll go to Hotland and Snowdin at the same time. Oh, also, here's the thing. If I go to these, if I select to ride in the boat, my options are nothing and nothing. Let's do something to show. Forgot that Alpha just walks through rocks in randomizer. Okay, the timing of the ground shaking when the whoopee cushion plays is just made me laugh a little bit. Sorry. Uh, then yeah, I'm pretty sure Streamlabs will kill you if you put a link. So what time to do a game show? Oh, this gotta be a new car. Man. King's full names? That has to be Fuzzy Pushover. Yeah, Waterfall gave me access to every area except for New Home. So I decided to take advantage of doing two different areas at the same time since checks are shared. So might as well skip one for the other. Oh, and one thing what I was gonna do in the I-9 fight is that if you use a punch card specifically while having the Tough Glove equipped, in battle you rip it and gain attack power. So that's what I was gonna do for this area. Okay, good, that brought me to 1 HP. Sorry, Lesser Dog, I have to. It was a good use of the time where Alphys just keeps talking. I think it's funny how these are all correct options in this fight. Honestly, I'm not sure if I would watch. I don't really watch, like shows or movies or TV. Mostly because I just like being able to interact with stuff, so. And that ended up making video games my favorite kind of things. I mean, yeah, be able to like leave it in the background while I play a game. That's what I do with live streams, so. Oops, almost forgot. Okay, that was weird. Then let me actually continue the dialogue for a second. Yeah, that's because to enter True Lab, you have to have a certain item. I think they call it like the determination extractor or something. But yeah, it's just so that I don't actually enter True Lab early. And now we see what's happening. Is this snowman? Yes, it is. Alright. I'm 99% sure I can do this now, actually. I have to check if I can do this. Hotland is being moved because I want to see if I can give Office a letter already. Oh, that's first. Put some stuff away. I'm gonna exit enter. I have to use it first. No, it doesn't look like it's active yet. I guess I have to actually fight the... let's go first. I feel like I have much better equipment than I normally would have in Snowdin. Just a hunch. Which glitch are you talking about? The only one I'm aware of is like... Got to heal after Metaton. The other glitch I know sort of is that... Well, it's not a glitch, it's more of a quirk. I think it's that both the Alpha State and the first Flowey encounter have like the same data or something that connected to them. But I don't know what the Undying Letter has as a glitch. Yeah, but now we can just head through Snowdin without any problems. And with Hotland with a bunch of text. Now for Sunder Plane. Good thing. Never mind. I have to waste 2 attacks. 2 turns. Good thing I can take advantage of cutscenes in one file to do stuff in the other. Oh. I guess they share data. So there's 2 things that have to do with sharing data, I guess. Yeah, no, I just knew about like Flowey's. I think it's the first Flowey cutscene and the first Flowey encounter. I mean, and then the alpha stage sharing data, and like speedrunners and coders have tried seeing like if it was possible to corrupt the game some way to trigger the alpha state or something. Okay, let's continue. Because I know like I did know that like smell the pain is like debug, no, not debug, but like an error message kind of thing. I just didn't know how you triggered it with the undying letter glitch. With the undying letter, I mean. I know I can't do it. Look, now I'm just bad at this now. That reminds me of... there's actually an Ice Cap NPC that talks about freedom. I mean, joke, but I'm gonna equip it for the Sands battle. Just gotta get through it. Why am I so bad at these vents? You know, we can make a pit stop for the holidays. Sorry for the chapter 5 weird route spoilers there, you know? Just gonna kick a dog in the face and continue walking on. No, for that one you need to have the empty gun equipped. Now for some eggs, milk, and flour. The same 3 things you're attacked with in the in the cooking minigame of Deltarune Chapter 3. Yep, always gotta use them. Oh hey. Gotta go somewhere else real quick. And I get it perfect with the empty gun. I mean, this is the fastest I think anyone has ever fought Jerry. Yeah, that reminds me of the Undertale stream where when he was talking about Torio and said she doesn't use contractions as a contraction is shown on screen. Anyways, time for that Bambi spoilers. Hey, what's up, Fishy One Shot? I wonder if I'm the first person. No, obviously I'm not the first person. I was gonna say first one to fight gift rough and genocide, but obviously other people have done it. And a lot of people probably thought it was necessary. Glad you two were able to understand each other in the chat. Sometimes tone is, hard to show with just text alone, so things can be done out of context easily. It's actually the empty gun. Because for some reason, the frying pan is better than the gun. Actually, for I have to get off screen for Snowdin after certain encounters. Yeah, I think you are. Now we have one Frisk attacking monsters as much as they can, while another one is getting attacked by various ingredients for cake. Yep, definitely trying my all on the third mini game, aren't I? Wait, I actually reached the top? I'm pretty sure, maybe I'm mistaken, aren't you able to not reach the top if you get hit enough? Did I really just barely make it to the top? Wow. And for some more. How much gold do I have? Okay, I have enough. 'Cause I think that was it. Maybe. Okay, yeah, that was it. Oh, nice. From that, I gained love. I got the pen. I got. Well, I could enter. I'm pretty sure I can enter True Love now. But I still need the key pieces to actually finish it. Sometimes, moving two frisks at the same time. It's funny the scenarios you can get. God, one day I'll fix Streamlabs, but I'm nowhere near smart enough to actually do that. Alright, we got the Temmy Flakes, now we're unstoppable. It's funny just the different things you can get by just doing both fronts at the same time. Oh, we're done here. I'll give it one shot. Hit indie game one shot. I'll try to just scream. I'll try to just skip. You think that's it? Nope, messed it up. Oh well. My best. Clean that armor. Whisper's the other one. And now just continue through here. Now if only this progressed by itself. Wait, why did that one work? So it's the Gerson one that's broken. For some reason. Gotta love these cutscenes though. Well, at least you got to have one of your redeems work. I have no idea if the other two work though. You have no idea when I'll do it. I can do it right now. I can do it in 3 battles from now, but you'll never know for sure. I have my finger on the trigger. Happening any second. Now you thought. You thought I was gonna do it right there, didn't you? Happen at any moment. What the? That was in the diffuse zone. Now, that's what I think of the Papyrus Knight theory. I'm just joking. Okay, so that one worked too. I guess Gerson is just cursed. So I just gotta fix the Gerson one, I guess. Oh, you didn't give me enough experience to actually gain another love. Actually, my inventory's full. Look, but still, he didn't give me an item yet. I wonder if it's because you're also seeing the pacifist route, even though like you're not actually reading what's going on, you know what happens, so it's essentially hitting twice as hard. And here's Alphys not caring. I have to actually go through here. In genocide, no less. Oh, why did I mess up so much? Hey, it's this room from the trailer. Yeah, I don't think I have enough items for the core. Wrong one. Let's see how many attempts this will take me. Because I don't want to do those puzzles. Oh, and I don't have this punch card on me. Let me just get that real quick. Okay. Wrong direction. I'm gonna do this right one time. Okay, that was just horrible timing. I know I can do this. Got it. Who even needs to do puzzles anyway? But I don't care what they said. Office, why are you even helping me? So if you want to get points, just keep chatting and eventually you'll get your points. It should be at least one chat message per 5 minutes and you'll get your point. So these are all sound effects. Yeah, right now it doesn't work. Rama tried it earlier, but it didn't show up. But each one does like, it's a sound effect and a little image that appears. And yeah, Dark Fountain, well in this chat it wouldn't be that big, it's only 7 viewers and only 2 chatters, so it'd be a pretty low Dark Fountain. Wrong, you know what, the first set doesn't matter. Okay, I meant to use the spider don't. Oops. Yeah, hope you're enjoying the stream. It's essentially just doing both Pacifist and Genocide, but the items are in wrong places. I do not know that reference. Just stand here. You didn't need 3 points. I don't know why you didn't receive one yet. You know, since I'm waiting here other way. Oh, what? I was gonna stop waiting, but because you're so adamant in doing it. So yeah, that's what Proceed does. I expect similar things from the rest of the ones, but yeah, right now doesn't work. And you need to have enough points for them. Oh, is that one broken too? I think Unproceed is broken too. Well, now I know what to fix for next time. If I knew how to make Streamlets like more complex ones, I'd maybe do something like that. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed watching the stream so far. Oh, that was way too early on that strike. Man, I wish I was way better with these attacks. Does anyone remember how many I need for Warrior's Path? I mean, the knight's the knight twice there already, so why can't there be a third time? Man, I get my wires crossed. I was looking for the yellow button on the wrong route. I'm trying to remember. I know the final one is it's against Final Frog, wins a lot, and whatever the Luke's one is called. But there's also another fight before them, which I don't know if it has 1 or 2 encounters. I didn't get anyone in Hotland in this one. Wait, yeah. Remember, in Genocide, I went to Snowdin first instead of Hotland. It's Pacifist where I went through Hotland. It hasn't gone through Snowdin yet. I know it's confusing because you're seeing 2 different files happen at the same time. I just press the Undertale yellow button. Oops. And there was off by 1 frame. I mean, I tried holding Z, but it didn't seem to do anything. Weird. Must be a bug. Maybe fix in the next patch. Wrong direction. Now, the reason why I did Hotland. And for a whole lot of items. Hey look, I could buy 500 gold for 25 gold. And it does it for 350. No, I do have to exit to actually get the money. Sadly, I cannot keep doing these two. I'll take this. Now for the other shop. And that's it. Let's see. Oh. Now for some hotel music while I fight some more monsters. Yeah, not even Susie and Rose are here. Isn't that what's part of this theme? So I think I'll end the stream at 7 my time, so like in half an hour. And then we'll kick in, yeah. Then I'll continue next week. Might be a shorter stream next week, might not be, depending on how long it takes to find certain items. Exactly. Who even needs soundtracks or music? Man, I'm really bad with the red soul. Yeah, I need to heal. Not that much more left in core. I would say my favorite route of Undertale is actually the neutral route. Well, I guess neutral routes plural. But if you're asking which one, I'm not sure which neutral route itself is my favorite, but I like how they end on a somber tone rather than True Pacifist where it's all happy essentially. Like, don't get me wrong, I like happy endings, but to me it feels like it's too happy of an ending, you know? Okay, so when that one says 3, I'll trust you. So what is it right now? So 8 more. Yeah, I can see how that one can be. Though, like, it's honestly like an interesting thing, like how many of those like Toby has coded in for all those different scenarios of which bosses you fought and which ones you spared. Like, it's so interesting seeing all that he did. So, it does kind of sadden me, like when you see someone do like a Undertale playthrough. Like even still today, there's gonna be a lot of backseating for people who do blind playthroughs of Undertale. And I always feel like if you do that to someone, you're kind of robbing them the experience of doing the neutral route first. Because like, you know, one of the most popular quotes from this game is, "Despite everything, it's still you." But like, if you're being backseated into doing the True Pacifist route, is it really you? Or is it just the person who is forcing you to play the certain way? So, I always feel like it's interesting seeing someone do the neutral route first. And that's the reason why I'm doing my challenge playthrough in Undertale. Just to see what neutral route I'm gonna get from that. But as for my favorite neutral route, I mean, the sleeping dog one is a funny one. I think it's Papyrus King. I think that's one of them. No. Man, like, it's so annoying that I can't remember what my favorite one is right now. Yeah, like, Undertale is a whole story about choices and what you do because of those choices, and I forgot what my counter was at. But like, if someone's telling you to do something a specific way, you lose your choice in the matter. It's no longer you, it's just the person telling you what to do. Yeah, a lot of Alphys ones are like really sad. Oh, I think I just remember which one was my favorite one. It's the failed genocide one, where Alphys actually more or less stands up to you in the phone call. Because you gave her the confidence to actually do stuff. Of course she hates you because of what you've done, and that's more than fair. And like, it also shows, oh, I've done too many battles. Well, still going to Warriors Path just to actually count how many there are. I know it's slower now, but I believe it's up here. Yeah, it was. And yeah, like neutral. Like, no matter what, you're going to do a neutral route first. Even your pacifist route, it's first going to be a neutral route because you defeat Asgore through violence. And you can't unlock True Pacifist until you defeat Asgore. Yeah, like, there's so much emotion put into these endings, and like, most people will only get to see the not true pacifist. They'll only see the neutral pacifist version. Maybe the variation where they dated Undyne or Papyrus, because they're following a guide or because they were told to do it a certain way. Like, I've had playthroughs, seen some of my friends do playthroughs, and like, I never told them how to spare someone or how to do certain things. I just let them play and they got a neutral route the first time. I think they defeated Toriel, Undyne, and Metaton. And then some monsters on the way too. And it was interesting seeing like how different the story is, and then also when you do a neutral route, like an actual neutral route, you're replaying the game, of course, and that's what people don't like. But there's special dialogue for starting over. Also, the count here is 7. So at 7 left, that's when you're supposed to start heading to Warrior's Path. So, and like scenes change, like Tori will sort of remember that you said either cinnamon or butterscotch. Papyrus will be confused that he feels like he's seen you before but is not sure of it. And other stuff happened in the game. So, just seeing that all. It's just something you miss if you go straight for the pacifist route. Now, time for the hardest fight in the game. Now, here's the thing. I can now fight Sans. Or I can skip the fight. I'll give it one attempt at level 15. But yeah, like most people just recognize the True Pacifist or the Genocide route. And I just think that it's not fair that they didn't get to experience the neutral routes as they are. And now both games are quiet. So it's just my rant on the neutral route, I guess. Oh, 100%, I agree. I mean, in a weird sense of the way, yeah, we just... Exactly how far we talked here. You get tired of everything that you see, but you want to see more of it. And like, the thing is, you're doing this not because you hate the characters, not because they're... It's not because you're heartless either. In a weird sense, you're doing it because you love the characters, you love the story, you love the game. So people like me, people who like doing challenges for these games, they'll just continue what they do. Just explore every option, explore every opportunity. I mean, like here I'm doing genocide because, you know, it's the last thing you do, but I'm not doing genocide to do genocide. I'm doing genocide because it's not to explore more of this game. I want to explore the game with items not being in the right place. I want to explore the game with seeing what I can do with the wrong items. And when I've done challenge videos, whether of Undertale, Deltrune, or even the other 2 games that I've played on the channel, it's all been because I think it'd be fun. So. Just gotta reorganize my inventory. So let's see what other equipment I can put on. What other items I can use. Snowman piece, of course. Snowman piece. I don't have that many good items. Oh well. I think the hush puppy is decent. Oh yeah, that's good. So I'm gonna give it one attempt. And if I succeed, I'll continue the stream. If I lose, that'll be end for today. Just gotta save here working. So wish me luck with only max 76 HP. You guys gonna skip like seen it too many times. It's a beautiful day outside. The birds are singing, flowers are blooming. On days like these, we know the rest. Oh, I already got hit. That's not a good sign. It's been a long time since the last time I've done the Sans fights, so who knows what will happen. Doing sort of good so far, but still phase 1. Luckily I've gotten some practice with the 10th anniversary website. Yeah, it's always... I've got Chris, I've got Burley, I've had Papyrus, I've had others. It's fine, it's always fun seeing characters. Plus, you can see it's an early Halloween costume. Look, I'm desperate for views. Okay, barely got hit. Oh, that was a horrible jump. You get points by chatting. More or less once every 5 minutes you gain a point, but you have to chat. It's more or less to just incentivize more interaction. Of course, you don't have to chat if you don't want to. I've had a few lurkers here and there. They're amazing. If you do exclamation points, like it shows there, you will see how many you have. Oh, that was way too early. Yeah. Like, one of the best ways to get points is just have a conversation with me. As obviously during a conversation you're gonna be chatting a lot, so be like Ramon, just keep chatting over and over. Oh, by the way, I can't do the trick where you hold all 4 keys for this attack because my keyboard can only accept 3 at a time. Oh, I pressed it. Bets are not done. I have to set up a bet first, but since there was only one person who was really chatting today, I didn't set up a bet. If there's more chatters, I'll do bets, stuff like, oh, will I defeat this boss in less than 3 tries? Maybe I'll set up something that shows like if there's a bet active. So yeah, the gambling is for once I set up a bet, but there was no bet up today. Oh, there is a command that lets you do it, but I don't know what it is. Like, there is one that's basically like outside of betting. Did I reach the final? Oh, I reached the final attack. I'm not ready. But, gotta go for it. I'm not good with circle, I'm not good with circle. Yes! Oh, I'm so sorry for not putting a bet. I'm so sorry for not putting a bet. Actually, I can do something. Let me see, what is it? I have to do this. Sorry, just take a bit. So what I did, just now, I won. For winning on my first try, on Streamlabs I made it so everyone watching right now, if you've commented, because I think that's how Streamlabs works, I think you have to comment for stuff to work. But there was an option to give you like every viewer points. Since I couldn't get you guys to bet, I decided to give you all 15 points for watching. Though it may take a while for actually update for you guys. Yeah, lurkers are amazing people. You may not chat, you may not be as interested in watching, but you guys are all just amazing for being here. Every little bit counts, and well, it's all just, fun. We're all doing this for the fun, alright? So, because we're done, oh, wrong. Pretty sure I can't use it. Sans, you're absolutely right that I did this because I can. I may not be able to no-hit this fight, but doing so at level 15 is good enough for me. If you want to see how many points you have, you could do exclamation point points. Maybe they're already queued up. Like, oopsies. I thought. Oops. I was mashing in the wrong game. You know what? It'll get it better. Okay, yeah, you got your 15 points now. Yeah, think of it as thanks for being here for. Well, was first try in my Sans fight. So yeah, congrats on your points, guys. And these commands will be up for every stream I do, so if you don't use them right now, you can use them in a later stream. So don't worry about it. And you can gain them by chatting more often. Nope, Sans is asleep. No, what I gotta really thank here is the CT. It's such a good item. Oh, yeah, it doesn't work. I forgot. You weren't here for that. So yeah, right now, yeah and unproceed don't work. So don't use those. But too long and proceed do work. I sure gained love right there. Well, since we finished Genocide, next stream will just be the rest of True Pacifists. But I do want to show this, so don't leave yet. This ending cutscene has actually changed. Oh, isn't it that the flag disappears after you defeat Undying, but the hitbox is still there? But the hitbox is removed and you either fight Mettaton Neo or Sans. I forgot which one. So get ready for some new dialogue for the randomizer. It's just gonna take a little bit. Yeah, like it's two separate things and it's weird. Like, yeah, I actually showed it off earlier in the stream, but I was actually doing the stuck against the Snowdin billboard. Okay, here's some new dialogue for the randomizer. No voice acted though. We love unaligned text. And we're done here. Well, we're done with the genocide route. We still got True Pacifist to finish. But I think the stream has gone for long enough. 2 hours and a half, basically. So, hope you guys enjoyed watching, and next time I'll finish True Pacifist and maybe do a randomizer of a different game as well. So, hope you enjoyed.